Right, welcome back. Let's get into the front pages of our daily newspapers. Well, we'll actually start off with a weekly Mail and Guardian this time. So let's take a look. That's the front page, focusing in on Zizi Kodwa. Kodwa is the next MPA target. Corruption and money laundering charge sheet is being fine-tuned. So details in the Mail and Guardian, that's their big focus this week. The next one, the AI effect in SA. It's not business as usual. Goodness gracious, is it not? It's very scary with what's been going on with AI, and keep your eyes open, South Africa. Even if you do think it's true, double check it, because it probably isn't. Zoe Modiga and the return of jazz to Cape Town. And then finally, report says ANC election list was altered. Mbalula's office has been implicated. So that is this week's Mail and Guardian.
Well, then after that, business days coming to the fore. Big headline, the investors hedge against ANC EFF. Market reaction to swing to the left could be disastrous. A mutual asset manager is taking precautions. So this obviously, as we edge closer to election, asset allocators are hedging against a potential EFF-ANC coalition after the election, fearing that a partnership between the two parties could result in capital outflows. So that is the main headline that they're going for there. Just below that, BHP executives do damage control. Well, Hilary Jaffe writing there, Australian mining group BHP moved on Thursday to counter perceptions that its bid for Anglo-American reflected a negative view in South Africa, saying that its proposed bid structure does not reflect a view of South Africa as a poor investment destination, and that South Africa would benefit from having Anglo Platinum, Amplats and Kumba Iron Ore as independent listed companies. So, of course, that's been a big talker this week as well. Just to the right there, mortgages of 100 billion rand on the verge of distress. South Africa's biggest four banks have about 98 billion rand in home loans that are in stage 3. So, as you know, that's the last stage, just before a loan is actually deemed to be non-performing. This is reflecting the effect of high interest rates on consumers, the impact that it's having on them paying their mortgages. And this emerges from data according to Standard Bank. So that is quite a worrisome sign there. And then again, just as you read in the Mail and Guardian, Zuma ordered to attend ANC disciplinary. We now know May the 7th. We will understand what's going to happen. ANC has served its former president and now leader of Mkonto Wesizwe party. So we're monitoring developments on that front.
All right, so on to the Star now, and the Star leading with defiant Zuma faces DC. Again, the big story that everyone seems to be talking about. Tensions rise as ANC grapples with a disciplinary showdown, and this is where the former president was yesterday called before that disciplinary committee. We, of course, are covering that story big time here at the SABC as well. So that's what they are looking at. The other story that they've got there is Jazz Fest opens with a dazzling free gig. So yeah, for jazz enthusiasts, scores of people enjoyed a lineup of local and international music stars at the Cape Town International Jazz Festival. Free concert at Green Market Square last night, ushering in the 21st staging of Africa's grandest gathering tonight. So yeah, enjoy that one. Then Mayor sounds alarm over illegal mining. In his State of the City address, Joburg Mayor Kabelo Gwamanda addressed the scourge of illegal mining operations by zamas in the broader Johannesburg area. So that's the one big concern the Joburg Mayor raised, and he said despite celebrating strides in economic growth and service delivery, he highlighted the insidious threat posed by these illicit operators in his address at the council chambers in Braamfontein yesterday. And then students owe universities 5.8 billion rand in fees. Goodness me, about 600,000 students are unable to receive their graduation certificates after completing their studies, as they owe more than 5.8 billion to the country's universities in outstanding fees.
Some worrisome trends coming through on those newspaper fronts. Citizen is also now coming to the fore. There's a fish in my tap. That is the big headline for that Citizen's gone with. A tiny fish in tap water was an indication of things to come for Komati Port residents. So if there was a stink about the quality of their tap water and raw sewage flowing in the streets of their town, the High Court has given Gomazi local municipality 21 days to report back on that problem. There's more on page 3 with that. On a lighter note, what's up, Doc Rassie? As we know, yesterday Northwest University bestowed an honorary doctorate on Springbok coach SA Rugby's director of rugby, Rassie Erasmus. He's now Dr. Johan Erasmus. He received that doctorate with Springbok captain Siya Kolisi, of course. And that petrol price hike fuels poverty. Wednesday, the latest fuel price increase hitting consumers that are trapped in economic downward spiral. And we're just seeing the ripple effects of that day in, day out.
Goodness me. All right. And then finally, the Sowetan also photograph there of Rassie Erasmus as he gets his honorary doctorate, received his honorary doctorate from the Northwest University in Potch. So really lovely. And I know that backing him there was Siya Kolisi. He was there, and you can see in this photograph, he's busy actually capping him. He's putting that sash over him, which is really wonderful. Was I meant to work for Mahala is the headline. Security company that built temporary structures for Joburg fire victims at 3 times the going price speaks out. A shack is not like living in Los Angeles, businessman says, as residents complain of poor workmanship that cost the city 4.2 million rand. So that's the story that they are leading with there. And of course, remember, SABC News' website keeping you updated. And again, that big story, former President Jacob Zuma taking the top there as what's going to happen next week, hearing before the disciplinary, and every other story that we are covering locally and internationally here.
SABCnews.com, of course, on our app, SABC News Plus, and you can keep that conversation going with us on X and Facebook at Morning Live SABC.